Good evening, everybody. This is Luke here, tuning back into another video. How's it been? So, this is the channel, Lukethevacuumsaver, and if you're brand new to my channel, very, very warm welcome to you. If you do not know me, my name is Luke, and I save vacuum cleaners. And just to give you a pure perspective of how many vacuums I've saved over the past couple of months, there you have it. All of those machines have been successful. Oh, and that Phantom Thunder as well. Some of these cancers have been successful too. So, welcome to today's which is episode number 15. I did do a series of Luke's most memorable, featuring a few of my machines over there. If you did not see that series of videos yet, they are awesome, and I highly recommend you check them out. And they are just really good overall, and the story times on them are quite emotional for what they had. Each vacuum had to go through in order to be fixed, like everything that I had to do the machine, and you'll hear some of that in story time on those videos. But this is back to normal episodes now, and this is episode number 15 already, and I want to say thank you to all my viewers that watch my videos. I can't thank you enough. I mean, you are what keeps me going virtually with all of this. And I have an interesting matchup for you guys today. Two hoovers. Ooh, we haven't had a hoover series in a pretty long time here on the channel. Last I remember correctly, can't remember exactly when the last one was. It was one of the earlier episodes featured on the channel, like 4 or 5 or something. I'll have to take a look and let you guys know when I write the description for this video later. So, let's go ahead and give you a rundown of the machines. So what we have to our left-hand side is a Hoover Breathe Easy with a soft guard. This is a really good vacuum back from the 1990s, I believe. And when we get to its story time, it's going to be very interesting. And I know you guys are like, ooh, he has an older Hoover again. Yep, I do. So, and I'm very excited about this one, actually, because it actually has this little helpful feature, which is a embedded dirt finder. And we'll get to that in more detail on its story time. So, and then here's what we're used to seeing more. So, okay, over on your right-hand side now, we have a new competitor. Yes, this is not brand new to me, but it was almost like new condition. But it was extremely dirty when I got it. So, well, say hello to your right-hand side contestant. This is a Hoover PetMax Complete. And there is the rundown of both machines. And real quick before we get into story time, I just want to say that if you're brand new to this channel, these videos that I do for all of you are broken down into 4 main categories, which is the intro, which is what you just saw, story time, which is what's coming up next, and then a test run of both machines on this beautiful green carpet, and both of them create lines, and this is actually going to be the first main test of this one over here, guys, so I'm sure you are very excited as I am to see how that one does. And then I did test this PetMax Complete a few times, but it's going to do really good for the video today. So, let's go ahead and get story time started today with the Hoover Breathe Easy. Okie dokie, folks. So, welcome to story time for episode number 15, the Hoover edition. So, this is a Hoover Breathe Easy. This is a 1990s machine. I don't know exactly what year of the 90s it was made in, but and this was really the Cadillac of Hoovers for its time because of one little feature right here, and this is the embedded dirt finder. Now, you'll see this on a lot of the newer wind tunnels these days, like the Hoover Anniversary wind tunnels, which is self-propelled, and Hoover was made back in 1919, I believe, and they created a model for 2019 that I think was their 100-year celebration. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but anyhow, this is the embedded dirt finder, and what this does is whenever you push this across the carpet, whenever it's not clean, like whenever it's picking up dirt, that light is red. And then whenever it is clean, you just go over the same area, and then the machine detects it, that lights up green. So it actually helps you vacuum the carpet, and I think that is a really important feature. And then right here is the switch, on, and then off. It's a little bit stiff there, I'm sorry about that, but anyhow, this is a very nice vacuum overall. So part of story time explains where the vacuum came from. So that's this part. So it came from a flea market in Ohio. My parents had an event one weekend, and we all decided to stop in at the this one flea teak, and we absolutely loved it. My buddy was with me, and we found this, and this guy had this poor guy sitting in this man in the flea market had this poor little vacuum sitting in the back corner that nobody wanted. And I said, "Hey, I fix vacuums," and he's like, "Well, there's a belt broken with it." And I'm like, "Well, I've done that." And then he said, $20, it's yours. So I took it, and you're gonna see how well I did with it here in a little bit. So anyhow, this does come with all the attachments, I do believe. This is an extension tube right there, and then so I can't seem to get there we go. Okay, sorry about that, folks. I apologize for the shakiness there. So this does come with an attachment caddy right there. I'm sorry if that's not the cleanest. That's the cleanest I could get it. So anyhow, this is a dusting brush. Okay, that's good enough. And then this is a hard dusting brush, if you will, almost like a shop vac nozzle, and then a crevice tool, which I like a lot. I think that's really important that a feature a vacuum should have, in my opinion. There we go. There's the dusting brush. Sorry that didn't clip in right exactly. Yeah. Make sure that that's all the way in if you have a vacuum like this, or else it's just going to be loose like that. It just was there. So anyhow, that is this is a really nice attachment, actually. And virtually what its purpose is to get tough stains out, of your carpet. It's not a carpet cleaner, though, but it has a tougher agitation to get, say, tough dirt out of a car mat or something like that. And then that crevice tool there. So that's your attachment caddy that it comes with. And overall, it seems very powerful. And as you guys can see, I made this thing look great. And please tell me how you think this ran in the comment sections down below in the video. And I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. So anyhow, this does have a working height adjustment, and I'm very happy about it, actually. You'd be surprised how many vacuums I get that do not have working height adjustments. Just a little bit ago, I had a Hoover Wind Tunnel T-Series bagless vacuum cleaner that was in my garage here, and it was not good. And then this is a filter cassette, and what that is it's a way upgraded version of a HEPA filter, in my opinion. So that is the Hoover Breathe Easy story time, and I hope you guys enjoyed the test run later, because I'm very excited to show that machine to you guys. Now, a quick thing about this dirt finder is it doesn't work, actually. But like I explained in the story time, if that's red, it's actively cleaning the carpet. Then if you go over the same area multiple times and then that lights up green, that means your carpet is clean. The vacuum has picked up all the dirt that was in the carpet within that certain section. Okay, so that is the Hoover Breathe Easy. Now let's go over to your right-hand contestant, the Hoover Pet Max Complete. Ooh. Okay, so here's this guy. Welcome to part 2 of story time for this episode number 15 of the Hoover edition. absolutely lovely vacuum here for the channel, and I love it, and I'm sure you guys like the looks of it too. I mean, look how clean I got this thing looking. And anyhow, so this came off the side of the road in Youngstown, PA. Any of you guys know where that's at? That's right by the Latrobe High School. It's the neighboring town that's like right down the hill from the junior high entrance or something. You'll find it on a map. But anyhow, I go to school there. Okay. Anyhow, so I got this in Youngstown, and I absolutely loved it. Not Youngstown, Ohio, Pennsylvania. And anyhow, this was a very nice machine, and I couldn't understand at first why it was outside. And then turns out that somebody said it wasn't picking up right. Exactly. And I can tell exactly why when I got the vacuum home that evening, which was because all of this was just filled with dirt and stuff, and it was kind of sad to see. And so was the floor nozzle hose here. That was filled with dirt, and what I did was I used a shop vac to clean all that dirt out to make it look like it does right now for the video for all of you. And this has a feature that I think is a absolute lifesaver on a vacuum cleaner, and that is a brush roll on off switch. And you'll watch as I recline the handle here. You see that pedal? It just went up. That means the brush roll is actively spinning. And you can shut the brush roll off by just pushing down on it. And that shuts the brush roll off, and then you can clean your hard floors and everything like that. So I think that's very cool. Then that's back to carpet mode. We'll just leave it on the down position for now, because I just want you guys to hear the sheer power of this thing now whenever I turn it on. So the only attachment it's missing is the turbo brush. And if I find one for it, I'm definitely going to put one on it. And then, but I did like that this came with an extra nice long crevice tool. Like that. So that's a really plus feature in my opinion. And I'm sure all of you guys who like to vacuum cars like I do, know that that's a nice feature to have as a long crevice tool to get into those spaces where most of your shop vacs hoses just can't. And then you notice this guy. This is a dusting brush. It's awfully big, but it's a really, really nice one to have. As you guys can see, I got this cleaned up really well. And there's where it sits on the side of the machine right there. And I absolutely love, though. Oh, I forgot to tell you its nickname. Oh, so anyhow, real quick before we continue on, this vacuum's name is Captain Ameritunnel. And I call it that because it's a Hoover wind tunnel, PetMax complete, and then because it's red and blue. Just like Captain America for all of you Marvel fans out there. So, I think this is a really nice machine. There's this another YouTuber that had a famous vacuum just like this one, and then there's the power switch on, off. And just so you know, this one does release as well. So in order to do that, so in upright cleaning position, the hose is here. So you have to pull that back, and then, well, obviously your cord will be unwinded, and then there's a wand release right here. You push that down, hold it, and then you pull that straight out, like so. So I think this is an absolutely excellent machine. I've tested this a few times within my garage, and I've absolutely loved it, and it's been nothing but a great vacuum for me, and I've used it quite a bit, honestly. Now that Hoover Breathe Easy over there that you guys just saw, I think I'm definitely going to start using that a lot more whenever I figure out how well it really runs overall. And I'm happy I got it a new belt because it needed one, and I actually had the perfect size for it, and it went on without a fight, which was nice, because some of them get pretty tight on a vacuum whenever they first go on, and that one was just really nice and easy. And that is story time for the Hoover PetMax Complete. So it's time for a test run now. Let's go ahead and get started with the treat. that you guys are all waiting for, the Hoover Breathe Easy. We'll begin in just a moment here, folks. Okay. Let's get the cord unwinded and we'll begin. And there's all the vacuums from a better angle that I've saved over the past couple of months here. All of them are absolutely terrific, and I might be showing a video of that green Bissell and a possible commercial Eureka in the near future, so you might want to stay tuned for that. That's going to be an interesting one. Alright, 1 second here, guys. Okay, sorry about the hassle there for a second. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for. I did turn this vacuum on briefly for just a moment before the video earlier today. So, here comes the Hoover Breathe Easy in 3, 2, 1. And there you have it for the Hoover Breathe Easy. And as you can see, that did an excellent job. It actually creates carpet lines now. It didn't do that before, and I'm very happy with it, actually. And I'll definitely be using this around the garage now. So, we'll get to the PetMax Complete next. Okay. Real quick, while the cord's being wrapped up, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to say something that, is this Hoover Breathe Easy that I have right here in front of me now, is that it kind of reminds me of a Hoover Runabout, actually, because the motor sounds just like it. So there's that one. Let's go ahead and get him out of the way for a much shorter cord length for the PetMax Complete, and we'll go ahead and begin its test momentarily here. Okay, you guys ready to see some sheer power? Well, here comes the Hoover PetMax Complete in 3, 2, 1. Alright, and here we go with the brush roll. that is the Hoover Pet Max complete. As you can see, it did a great job there too. And what did I tell you about sheer power? This thing is terrific at that. Okay, so let's wrap this up and I'll go ahead and get to final thoughts with this. And thank you to all my viewers who are going to watch this. And I'm excited to see how I'm doing from the comments in the comment section down below the video. For some reason, all of them aren't working, actually. So if somebody knows how to, I can turn that on to all comments for all the videos, please let me know. Thank you in advance. So, let's go ahead and get the Breathe Easy back out here and I'll go over final thoughts. Okay, so final thoughts on these two machines is they're both really, really great. They have features. Well, this one had features that were not usually seen for a vacuum of its age, and this one is everything that it should be. And I think these two are absolutely terrific. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching, everybody.